Hello, welcome back to Love is the Way. It's me, Marashina. Yo! Let's talk about manifestation really quick. Okay, so when you are trying to change the way that you feel about yourself, forget fucking manifestation because it's such a good, like a ka-ching term, you know, semantics, okay? What it really is embodying a person that has what you want. Having the same state, emotions, feelings, thoughts, beliefs, desires, actions, whatever, interactions, relationship, whatever the fuck it is. Okay? Your self-concept. Embodying that. Believing you are that. And you are that. Okay? So, I'm trying to change into a person that believes in themselves. Duh, like look at me now. Attention, how much? Whatever. You know what, I know it, we know it. But do I really know it? Because as I'm trying to film for the past 3 weeks, I've been trying to get in my own way. My old self. Literally, my last episode, this is dog shit. Ow! My hard drive, that's important. Like, I'm watching that, I can't watch it. Like, it's bad. That's why I don't want to put it out, because I'm like, who the fuck is this? I'm talking about manifestation, this, that, and I don't even look at, like, I don't even sound, I can't even convince myself. You know what I mean? And it's just like a little bump in the road, a little bump in the road, a little bump in the road. Like, your old self will come up with 1,000,001 excuses to why you can't really change for the better, why you aren't this, why reality will always confine you, why, like, oh, for me, right, oh, bitch, you have ADHD or whatever, you've never completed stuff that you really wanted to do in the past, you've always gotten in your own way, school, work, whatever is so much more important, your friendships are more important than you, your relationships are more important than you can't actually be yourself, you're scared of being yourself because you're a scared little bitch. Okay, that is how I genuinely feel about myself. Okay, it's like, oh, you have to owe yourself to other, like, you have to owe your time and energy to other people and effort to other people. You can't ever be yourself because it's a waste of time. Okay, I consciously don't believe that, but my subconscious, somewhere along the line, maybe in childhood, I believe that. So as I'm trying to film, I'm trying to talk my yap on. My subconscious literally starts to develop a fever. And I'm like, oh, reality would be like, oh, you can't fucking conjure up a placebo fever. You must have, like, touched some bacteria or whatever, you know, you gotten sick. Why did it come on the exact moment that I turned on the fucking camera? And why, as I progressed on filming, did it go away? What the hell do you mean you're gonna try to stop me by giving me a fever and a sickness? You are not real. You are not real. You are not real. I don't believe you. Anyways, you can accomplish exactly what you were put on earth to do. If you have big dreams, if you think that you have big goals and a purpose and a passion, you have to follow it. All these things are in your way, okay? Things that you don't even think are contributing to your success or lack thereof. Dude, your body might be going against you because of your nervous system. Your nervous system fucking controls the show and your subconscious. When it finally felt safe, I could finally act on my decisions. And there was no hesitation, right? I could follow through with what my brain-gut connection was good. Like, when your body is in a state of relaxation, there's not a question of like, oh, what should I do today? What should I do today? Like, I don't know if is this anxiety or intuition? No, because when you are relaxed, you just know intuitively what is good for you and what isn't. When you are tense all the time, when you have emotional blockages, when you are like thinking about your past and you are tied to 1,000,001 people that are not good for you, when you're in situations that you're not meant to be in, and that manifests as what? Tension, confusion, anger, resentment. And what is that? You're probably, those emotions are tied with what? Tied with what? Your personality type is what? You're probably tired all the fucking time. Yeah. You don't know your emotions because you're so shut off from them. You've probably spent an egregious, is that the right word? I just say words. I don't know if they're the right words or not. An egregious, disgusting amount of time on your phone or screen. And it's like compulsive, right? Because you're like, oh my God, I'm addicted to the screen. But it's like, I really want to da 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 da. But it's your body's way of regulating itself. I noticed that after like going into uni or whatever it is, or doing an assignment even, the fear of starting, completing, doing something right, perfectionism, the fear of starting, being, achieving is so great that it causes my nervous system to need to calm the fuck down by an enormous amount of screen time. And it is a compulsion, okay? We have Pavloved ourselves. We're just animals, yeah? We've conditioned ourselves to act in this certain way, to expect fear when you want to achieve something new, or expect hesitation when you want to do the things that are scary to you. Obviously you're fucking scared if you're doing something that you've never done before. Okay? This is why manifestation is important. Because when you embody the fact that you are this, whatever it is you want to be, a guitarist, piano player, someone who puts on lip balm. Can you please put on lip balm, please, you crusty lady? Okay. Okay. Shit, man. Why didn't any of you tell me? You're wrong for that. Are you even my friends? My episode is so dog shit that I can't even... I'm trying to edit, yeah. It's so bad. It's horrendous. But here's the thing. Practice imperfect action. But that shit is imperfect. I'm not going to put that out. Anyways. Yuck. Anyways, that's why I haven't been posting. Because it's like, I keep making videos. And then it's like, ew. Who is that? Okay. Anyways. Embody who you want to be. If you are nothing like who you want to be. Okay, for me, I want to be confident. I have manifested my confidence. Yeah, I've manifested fearlessness. I used to be so freaking scared and mute myself because of the judgment of others, because of my experiences. Look, I've done so much embarrassing shit and made myself dim afterwards and scared. You cannot be embarrassed around me. You cannot be embarrassed around me, because if you tell me something that you've done that's embarrassing or shameful, I haven't done it. It's happened to me. Don't worry. Do not worry. Okay? But through that, I've lost so much confidence, so much self-worth, and I become like a dim little, like so scared what people think of me, so knocked off my course, so knocked out of my alignment, so knocked out of my intuition, and spoken, like gassing myself out of my intuition, yeah? And my true purpose and my high calling, whatever. And my self-attunement, my self-awareness, my self, blah, 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 blah. Oh, boring. But like, you need to slow down. My mind is going a mile a minute. You need to have a clear definition of what you want for yourself and who you want to be. If you keep getting disrespected over and over and over, or bad shit keeps happening to you, or people keep treating you like a doormat, and I'm thinking like, oh, I'm a good person, I value my morals, and I want to be a good person and do good things because I was raised to be good. Suck my Chinese nuts. Like, yeah, you can be a good person, but does that mean that I have to put up with kakapui? Kakapui? So my self-concept, right, is I'm a good person that puts up with a lot of dumb shit. That puts up with maltreatment, with abuse, with people treating me less than. Someone that can be seen as someone to be messed with and used. Is that who you see me as? That's disgusting. Who are you to tell me? Who are you to have any influence over what I think about and feel about myself? It's taken me a long way to get here, man. I used to be someone who like really wanted someone to save them, so disempowered, right? Oh, like, when am I finally gonna find the friends that really treat me in the way that I like, and like, oh, I'm so like anxious, avoidant, and I'm such like, oh my god, I've been messy. I like, okay, look, nothing you could ever do could be embarrassing around me, okay? Yeah. After my breakup, I got so drunk and I came to my ex's house, right? We'd broken up at the time, and his roommate, and I was wailing like uncontrollably, like had no control on my emotions. I was like, I'm such a fuck up, like wailing. I've never seen myself like that, like ugh. Anyways, you decide and dictate who you are and what you deserve and your external world by changing you first. When you are, a lot of neurodivergent or whatever it is, yeah, that rely on your external world to define you, you are gonna become like that. I'm such a piece of shit. I'm this, I'm that, because I'm using what people have done to me to define me. If you allow people to treat you like a doormat, then you're gonna become a doormat. You know what I mean? So, you've become in a doormat position. What are you gonna do? You've become in a traumatized position. What are you gonna do? Jaina. Obama. Dude. And you look at all your conditions and think, this is exactly why I can't achieve what I want to achieve. I am not that girl. I am not that girl. Okay? But think about what's getting in your way. For relationships, right? Back then, I would say like, oh, I can never be loved because I'm so insecure. I'm so traumatized. I have anxious avoidant attachment. In that situation, I want a secure attachment. I want confidence. I want to be secure. You gotta act as if you have those things already. How would you act and think and feel if you had the security, if you had the wealth or whatever, or had the happiness, or had the endless health, or had the endless love, or had the endless acceptance, or had the endless infinite beauty? I don't fucking know. Whatever it is you want. Feet. Why did I say that? Freudian slip. Freudian. Would I suck toes? No. Send them through. Huh? What? Send them through. Please don't. That's fucking disgusting. This. Bro, you're so off topic. You think, why? You look at a person that you're inspired by, right? And you think like, oh, I can never be that because they're a Nepo baby, or because, because they came from a super accepting, loving, supportive family. Or they're only there because they've been modeled, like people around them are from the same industry, so they know what it looks like. Or they this is that, or they've got something that I don't. Why do you think that you aren't that already? There is a version of you that exists that has all these things in the future, in your mind. Bro, embody it. take on an alter ego that has all these things already and embody that. Act. What would this person's daily life look like? If you're trying to manifest a dream person, yeah, or whatever, or your dream relationship, what would that person's day look like? Are they playing games? Are they looking at their text thinking about, oh, it's been 6 hours since they texted me, so I'm gonna wait 12 hours? First off, that is beneath you. Or you're trying I'm trying to get their attention and he can ignore me for 1 week, and then maybe I'll ask him can you just let me know when you're done ignoring me? And because I get really anxious, and I just need reassurance. Can you please reassure me that you still love me if when you're done ignoring me, and if you still want to hang out with me? Would a person that really has love and the support and care that they want and is acting in the way that they want, right? Would they be saying, doing, thinking, feeling these things? Would they be checking their phone for replies? Or would they be like, I know that it's coming. I'm going to have butter chicken for dinner tonight. And yes, reality is going to show you a bunch of different things. When I started this podcast, I was in the purse of loneliness, isolation, lacking confidence that I could ever be, right? But I knew that I wanted this for myself. I knew that I was destined to have this for myself. I knew that it was my purpose and my calling. But I'm I could never get there because I don't have the money. I don't have the means. I don't have the support. But guess what? I did it anyway. Because I knew that if I act like how, I already am this somewhere. You're going to fucking do it. You're going to find a way. Okay? Write down a schedule for the day. Write down a schedule for the day. How would I act if I wasn't afraid of doing? If I wasn't afraid of the consequences, if I wasn't afraid of the end result because I knew it was coming, how would I act if I had everything that I ever wanted? What would my day-to-day look like? Be as outlandish as possible. If it's true to your heart and true to yourself and true to what you want, it's going to find you. We're animals. Train yourself. Brain. If A happens, then I react in this way and expect C. If trauma has happened to you, I've experienced a lot of bullying in this world, or I've experienced a lot of unbalanced friendships, or I've experienced just no one really hearing or seeing me. Whatever the fuck it is. Yeah? So, when I put myself out there, I expect this, yeah? I expect no one to hear, listen, and respect me, yeah? And I feel this way. Challenge your patterning. When I put myself out there, I know that I am going to receive support. I know that no matter what the circumstance is, I am going to be loved, cared for, support. I know that I have a fine partner, soulmate, Disney love, whatever it is. I know that I will be successful, that I am successful. No, what the hell will be? I know that I have success. I know that I have easygoing uni life or school life. I know that I have good grades. Why am I worrying about it? I know that I have my dream person. I know that I have endless, grounded, unmovable, unshakable confidence. Why would I be worried about stuff? I know that anything that comes my way that challenges that is just my old self trying to get its attention. I know that if I try to film a podcast video and the words are not flowing and I don't feel confident and I try to conjure up a fever for some reason, that freaking happened. I conjure up a fever, that it's just my old energy clearing itself out, taking itself out. First, create a freaking alter ego and become that person. Know that you are that person. Okay, you don't know that you are that person yet because there's so much resistance in your way. Just pretend. Even if stuff goes wrong, okay? Friends are dropping left, right, center. Oh, there's a reason why you can never form friendships because you're so ABCD. I know that I have good friendships. I'm not worried. I trust people. My old self doesn't trust people. My old self has really unbalanced friendships. My old self is a fucking doormat and asks for validation and asks for desperation in order to be loved and uses the world to define me. I love that person. I care for that person a lot. That person has brought me so much knowledge and I want to nurture that person, but I'm going to protect that person. I'm going to protect her. I'm going to protect me. I'm going to bring her with me. And if she tries to, say, oh, this is, you can't do this. You can't do this. I can't do this. I can't do it. I can't do this. I'm going to conjure up fevers. I'm going to conjure up missing, sudden payments of something. I'm going to conjure up relationship, like someone suddenly pulling away or, whatever it is. Sweet. I don't care because I know that I'm destined to be this. I am this. I know that I'm regulated. I know that I'm non-reactive. I know that I've come a long way. I know that I have endless power. I know that I'm smart with and make the right choices for myself. I know that I act in security. I know that I make the right choices for me. Why would I be worried? You can have everything you want. Okay? Reality, ego, separation, duality is an illusion, a mastermind of the mastermind. Okay? Be who you are for your pride. If you don't know which direction to go and everything's falling to caca baby, bro, help yourself. Start taking care of your nervous system. Start finding places that you feel accepted, safe, aligned in. How do I know what's right for me? My brother, in Christ, you need to get rid of all these blockages in your system. So many things can cause blockages. Tension in the body. Which came first? The stress in my life or the tension in my body? You can choose one and the rest will resolve itself. It's easier to fix your mentality and your emotions around something because you can't really control everyone else, right? You can control yourself. Feel your emotions, let it out. I've done powerlifting in the past. I've done Chinese medicine. I've done, all these like affirmations, whatever it is. The fastest way to know yourself and know what's right for you is to have a huge emotional release in somewhere you feel safe in and where you'll be accepted, and you just let it out. You let out everything that's in your heart, in your mind, in your chest, everything that you're embarrassed to say. Just let it out, like wail, cry, scream, kick, yell. Especially if you've been repressing it. If you think that if you're ashamed of yourself or whatever it is. I go to the beach at night for this. It's good if you have a person to do this with, but you don't want to rely on another person for your well-being, like solely on that person. Get it out. Get every little stupid thought that you've stifled down and are afraid to say. Get it out. Let it out. Let it out. No matter how stupid it is or how shameful it is, get it out. And you feel like this huge weight lifted off your shoulders. If you have higher power, talk to this higher power. How is your relationship with your higher power? Because you're kind of just talking to an aspect of yourself. Is your relationship with God good? Or whatever deity you talk to. It doesn't matter what religion you are. What is your relationship to your prayers? What is your relationship to your thoughts? What is your relationship to yourself? Okay, you're talking to yourself or a higher aspect of yourself. Does your higher intuition and love answer you? Do you believe? Do you have faith that everything will work out? Do you trust that everything will work out in the way that you want? Embody that now. Become that. Align yourself with the highest vibration, with the highest frequency. I am love. I am abundant. I am my higher self. The reason, like, writing in your book about 10,000 fucking times isn't working for you, or telling yourself a million times in the mirror, oh, I am, do you believe you are that? Do you believe you are that first? Have you put on your alter ego and become that person, become your new self? Or you think like, oh, like I'm saying these things but it won't never work because like this manifestation stuff is a bunch of bullshit. It's woo-woo. This stuff doesn't actually make an impact because like how can you just like manifest something out of nothing? It's not creating something out of nothing, although I have done that. The story with the fucking Coke bag. It's embodying a person that believes that they are capable. Who is capable. Confidence. Okay, I'll talk about me. So the things that I used to say to myself, if anyone heard these things on a day-to-day, just horrible, like really dark, horrendous stuff, like really dark, like oi, oi, oi. Because I didn't have a strong mind and I was letting any fucking thought in. I would also be repeating the thought forms of other people. I would be repeating like just really horrible, intrusive thoughts, like really, really bad, intrusive thoughts, yeah? So, of course I didn't have a good self-concept. Of course I didn't have confidence because I'm like, I am my thoughts. I am this person that's deserving. Like, I remember a time when I was talking to my therapist and I cried because I was talking about getting presents for everyone. And he said, like, you deserve a present too. And I literally, like, teared up and I said to him verbatim, I was like, I don't. I was like, that's so sad. I was like, I really don't. Girl, please. Like, what? And it was like around Christmas, whatever. Like, it was like really like, you know, like that weirdo, not weirdo, I'm not gonna say that, but it's like, you can tell when someone looks really poorly at themselves and you're kind of like, I'm like, I don't know. It's just, I was that person. In my eyes, I was like, I will never be confident. Like, I won't even make it past like 18. Like, I'm gonna give myself like 20, 21 tops. You know, every teenager not every teenager, but like We all go through that phase where we're like, oh, we're not going to make it past this age. Like, I can never be what I want to be. I have expectations to uphold. You know, I have to be a perfect Asian daughter. Like, I can't live for myself because how are my parents going to live happily? Like, how am I going to make money for my parents? Like, I want to be creative, but that's selfish. Like, I want to be, like, pursue dance or whatever it is, or like at the time I was like, I want to pursue dance and like go to do my hobbies, but it's like, it's so selfish to be me. Like, I will never be who I want to be. Like, just really limiting stuff. Like, oh, if only I had the money. And the root of that was shame. Like, I will not be free of shame. Fuck it. I am this confident person that is free of shame. Okay? I do the things that I want to do. My actions line up with a confident person. I'm not going to care about what anyone else thinks. I'm going to figure out a way to get what I want, to start now. Because, you know, a lot of the times when someone's doing something out there, you think that, oh, I have to have ABC, I have to have the right setup, I have to have lights, camera, I have to have like a studio, I have to have this. No, you don't. You don't know what it looks like until you start, okay? Figure it out for yourself. You have to have the belief that anything that you don't have, you can get. That you are that you will figure out a way, okay? You're thinking, how? Jump. You don't know how. Take a leap of faith. You don't know how. Just fucking start. How would a person that has all the things that they want, that has confidence, that has security, how would they interact on a day-to-day? For me, I've always had like issues with my relationships with people. Always. I've always had it. Like, just something has to go wrong. Not with everybody, obviously, but like, it's a common theme, right? Common pattern. Is attachment, whatever. And even if it's reflecting now, and I have, like, I don't know what's wrong, you know, and am I gonna keep hunkering into myself and finding something else to pick at? Am I gonna keep nitpicking on why I can never achieve a balanced relationship, or why I will always find problems in my relationship, or what's wrong with me? Or like, oh, it must be my attachment, or it must be my insecurity, or it must be the way I speak, or it must be my awkwardness, or it must be my shine, whatever the fuck. Or it must be my face, it must be my appearance, it must be the way, like, my energy, it must be am I gonna keep nitpicking? Or am I gonna know that I'm a person that deserves fruitful, balanced relationships? Anything that I'm doing wrong, we can work out, or I can become a good friend for this person. People show up for me. Communication is balanced between us. My boundaries are respected. Respected. I am listened to, I am heard, I am supported in the way that I want. Genuine people come towards me. I can trust my discernment. I'm not going to spend time on people that I feel unsafe around. I'm going to trust myself finally. I'm going to speak up for myself, and I'm going to create the life that I want to live. I'm a person with genuine relationships. With good friends. Pick a A or B. I'm going to live in the B. Anything that I don't want, I can change. Anything that I want, I can get. Okay? Oh, I don't have the body that I want. Fucking, I can change it. I'm gonna think about, oh, how my body's so shit, or my looks are so shit. No one's ever gonna like my looks. Bro, we are a sim. You can change anything. I conjured up a fever and then got rid of that fever in an hour. What? Life is not real. It's not real. What is this? Kaka pupu bibi doo. What the hell is Elon Musk? He's like, you can't write this shit. You can't write this shit. What the hell are celebrities? Like, if you look at a celebrity's life, it's like fiction. You know, it's just so absurd. Look at anyone's life. You cannot write this stuff up. You cannot, you know, life is so absurd. Just put on an alter ego. You can be anything that you want to be. You can be anything. You could be a fucking sock for all I care. Just put on an alter ego and go. Be confident. Be that. Oh, but it's not realistic. Bro, what is realism done for people who have suffered? This is how I'm talking to everyone, but people who have experienced like real life trauma, repeated trauma over and over again. Over and over and over and over and over again. Can't catch a break, can't catch a break, can't catch a break. Reality is a piece of poo. It's unfair. Hell no. You don't deserve that. You are a person that's liberated and free of suffering. He. Anything that you don't want, you can change. Even if there are 10 million odds against you. Even if you have no means, no way out. Okay? This is when anything you want, I can get. You change your self-concept. You change your state, your emotions, your feelings, your thoughts. You remove all the blockages in your system so you follow your intuition and you have a good connection with divine intelligence, infinite intelligence, right? This is where ideas come from. This is where imagination exists. This is the mechanism of how manifestation occurs, whatever, about how your dreams can come to reality. That is the mechanism. Anyways, okay. You support your body, exercise, eat well, sleep well, consume things that are good for you. What are the routines, habits, sleep, thoughts, feelings, dreams, actions of a person that has all the things you want already? Do that tomorrow, right now, go down, okay? Okay, get those emotions out, please. Support your body, dance, sing, crawl on the floor. I'm not kidding. Do your somatic exercises. This shit, it fucking works. It works. Look up Brett Larkin or whatever. Somatic exercises, somatic yoga is so good. If something traumatic happens to you or stored emotions, whatever it is, right? Your body will feel so stiff. It will feel like pins and needles everywhere or like stagnation. Like even when I try to go to the gym, it just felt like there was just so much resistance and hurt in my body. I was like, I can't exercise. Like it just hurts so much. You need to get that out. You need to get that energy out. So somatic stuff. Yes, you can get angry in a very controlled way. You don't have to destroy stuff. I've never done that before in my life. What are you talking about? A good way to be aware of what's limiting you is if you frequently think, oh, if only I had this, if only I had. Okay? That's when you're like, I know what I want. I know what's in my way. So you think, so that's when you start, oh my God, I did this the other day, right? When I had like an influx of negative thoughts, I was spamming my head, made like one affirmation just over, like, so where the negative thought couldn't even come in. Like, I was disciplining my thoughts. Like, don't even give it a chance. And this, like, if your attention is like strayed and allows for like negative thoughts to come in, this is a good thing. Like intrusive thoughts, this is a great way to avert your attention by tiring your brain out, by giving an intentional thought. I only exist in one reality, the divine intelligence in reality, or there is only one power, divine intelligence. There is only one power. If you want to call it God, call it God. If you want to call it Buddha, you can call it Buddha. If you want to call it Krishna, you can call it Krishna. Whatever. If you want to call it Allah, you can call it Allah. Allah, divine, the most loving. Anyways, love you guys lots. I'm expecting things in my DMs tonight. Fitties! I better see you embodying your true and high self. And if not, I'm gonna steal those fitties. Okay, bye.